Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for What Culture Comics, and I just want to talk to you today about the Hulk. Now, the Hulk is what we call in this business as a bit of a big lad. He's got a fan base as big as his biceps and a few shorter than my attention. Oh, look, a dog. Ha ha ha! Mean, green, and capable of staying in the public eye despite two very average movies, the Hulk is not only famous for his climactic and huge brawn, but also how he puts it to use. He's pretty much the Don of stronger, even going so far as to challenge Marvel gods themselves and come out pretty well for himself. So let's look at some of the times that the Hulk hadn't just hit it out of the park, but he shot it right into the goddamn moon like Fing Fang Foom. He actually did that. So with this in mind, I'm Jules for WhatCulture.com, and these are 8 of the Incredible Hulk's biggest feats of strength. Now note that I do say strength, not power. The two are very different.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done.
Number 8. That time he killed the Thing. Now, the Thing and the Hulk have had a long-term rivalry going, but it wasn't until the episode of The Incredible Hulk number 112 that things really reached a climactic head point. In this comic, we saw the Incredible Hulk punch the Thing so hard that it killed him. Now, true, the Thing was caught off guard by the Incredible Hulk, but still, this is an insane feat of strength to actually kill the walking man mountain, at least for a little bit. But we have to remember that the Thing has taken on the likes of Crusher, Creel, Thunderer, and many super-powered, super-strong enemies. So for this to happen, that's pretty impressive. Number 7. Shrugging Superman into space. Marvel and DC crossovers do not happen often enough for my liking. And when they do, it's actually quite funny because you get to see the massive comic dongs flop out onto the table, and trust me, there ain't no bigger than the Incredible Hulks. Clashing with none other than Superman, the two put on a fight of epic proportions to establish who was the superior being. As you might expect from such a fight, there was a lot of bashing, a lot of crashing, and jumping so high that you broke the bonds of space. Sorry, what? Yes, that happened. So with Superman on his back, the Incredible Hulk managed to jump so fast and so high up that he managed to go out into space and did it so quickly that Superman didn't even have a chance to react. Now, here's the interesting thing here, because the force to do that at that speed is incredible enough. But you've also got to remember that Superman is a Kryptonian, meaning that his body weighs a damn ton load more than any of our weak, human, puny, pale, baldy bodies. So that, plus the speed, yeah, impressive. Number 6, he cracked Onslaught apart. Now, Onslaught, for quite a while, was a massive bane for many Marvel superheroes. So much so, in fact, that it was truly shocking that in 1996, the Incredible Hulk killed him. Up until this point, we'd seen Marvel's best and brightest completely outwitted and outdone by Onslaught, barely even scratching the paint on his armor. So they had to think outside of the box. Jean Grey manipulated Banner so that the Hulk's dark side was allowed to flow untethered, and this allowed the Hulk to finally crack Onslaught's armor. This is utterly insane when you consider that no one else could even damage slightly, do even any iota of damage to Onslaught up until this point, which showcases just how much direct strength that the Hulk must have been punching with at that point. Number 5, balancing 150 billion tons of rock. So in 1984, the original Secret Wars arc basically brought together a load of Marvel superheroes, but unfortunately a lot of their enemies, one of which was Molecule Man, who decided, in a kind of comical way, to drop an entire mountain on his enemies. You'd have thought that would be enough. Well, unfortunately not, because the Hulk managed to balance the entire mountain on his back. But here's the really interesting thing. The Hulk could, in theory, have just punched all the way through it and smashed it into millions of pieces. But he did this, a much harder task, to save his friends, bearing the entire weight on his shoulders like Atlas himself. I know, I'm not showing like a good impersonation of that. Number 4, holding a planet together. Now, thanks to Planet Hulk, we know that the big green machine has a big old soft spot for the planet of Sakaar. In fact, the Hulk loved it so much that when the Red King sensed that he was going to lose a battle, he triggered a doomsday device built into it to tear it apart by its tectonic plates. So the Man jumped right into its core and held the entire planet together with his bare hands. Number 3, almost destroying the United States with a step. Now, many people consider to be one of the strongest forms of the Hulk to be the World Breaker form, and we got to see it in full force when he returned from planet Sakaar to enact revenge on the people that had exiled him there. And when he returned to Earth, he almost broke the third largest continent on the planet with a single step. One step. His stomp starts to break apart New York, after which we hear that 2 more footsteps like that and we lose the eastern seaboard. We're talking 14 states and about 115 million people rattled with a single step. Or 2 or 3 if you want to see them gone, which we don't. And then we found out later on that he was holding back. Number 2, smashing Mjolnir. Now, Mjolnir might be a mythical, magical weapon crafted by Odin himself and given to the god of thunder and hair care styling, but no one ever said that it was indestructible. This is something learned firsthand when the Avengers had to try and stop a rampaging Banner back in 1978, which led to the hammer being crushed in the Hulk's mighty grip. This was utterly shocking at the time, seeing Thor's favourite toy and second most powerful electric weapon outside of your mum's vibrator smashed in an instant. There's my 1 per list. And number 1, his clap tears the fabric of existence. Now, the Hulk's clap is a staple of his repertoire. He uses it even in the video games, which I really like. It's a nice touch. Again and again, he's gone up to people and just been like, nope, right in your face, nope, right in your face, nope, right in your face. Oh, you don't have one because I clapped so hard that I actually tore the reality of space-time itself. Yes, that's right, he once made it so powerful that it managed to annihilate an entire universe that was ruled over by a villainous Nightcrawler. So yeah, I think that's a pretty stable choice for number 1, don't you? Well, if you don't, then let me know down in the comments section below, as I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedbacks. Who knows, I might want to make another video on the same subject. And if you're in the mood for more comics videos, then check this one out here on how you can actually kill Wolverine. I did it, I was pretty happy with that. Not that I killed Wolverine, I just did the video. And if you want to check out something a bit different, then why not click over here and go over to the gaming channel, where you can see a video that I've just done on 8 video game achievements that were designed to make you feel bad. It was actually quite fun to do that one there. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!